science of today is no longer a search for truth. They're a high priesthood of the 666 matrix. Their goal isn't to free humanity, it's to keep us trapped in a narrow cage of mathematical impossibilities and visual illusions. The biggest lie of science is the invention of infinite vacuum. By telling us we're tiny specks of dust on a spinning ball in endless nothing, they cut us off from our central place. There is no space in the sense of vacuum. There is only the firmament and the ether. The stars aren't suns billions of light years away. They're frequency-dependent, superconducting water structures above us. Science turned the sky into an abyss to steal our orientation toward the primal source. Early 20th century, the education system got completely rebuilt. The Rockefeller Foundation poured money into universities and medical schools. Goal? Wipe out all knowledge of ether and natural frequencies. Only projects that backed the globe model, relativity, and chemical medicine got funding. Anyone researching flat Earth or Tesla physics lost their chair. Universities went from places of free knowledge to programming stations of the 666 matrix. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just a criminal, he was a censorship agent for the scientific elite. He invited top physicists and Nobel winners to his island or mansion. Really, it was blackmail. Whoever found proof of flat Earth or the source got either bought off with cash or silenced with compromising material. That's why astrophysicists dodge questions about Earth's curvature or vacuum. They're part of a system that would destroy them if they knew the truth. They say science is objective because of peer review, but that's the Matrix Guard, a circular trap. Submit a paper proving water doesn't curve? Experts who built their careers on the curvature lie were rejected. Modern witch burning. Anything confirming 888 physics never makes it into official journals. Why the censorship? Because if people realize we live in a closed electromagnetic system, they'd stop fearing climate change or asteroids. They'd see the solar flash as a natural hardware reset. Censorship disarms you spiritual and intellectual. So on Flash Day, you run back to the liars who've been screwing you your whole life. Official science isn't an open process anymore. It's a building on quicksand. Question one assumption, everything collapses. That's why the system flips out at doubters. The biggest pillar of the globe model, gravity, the unproven idea that matter pulls matter. No one's ever shown in a lab that big mass drags small mass just by attraction. No magnetism involved. Gravity is the glue of the lie. Without it, no globe. Einstein says in E equals mc squared, speed of light is the max in vacuum. In ether physics, information is instant. Like a taut rope, pull at one end, it hits the other immediately. That speed limit stretches the universe artificially. Stars become unreachable. The lie makes you small and isolated instead of part of a living web. Second law of thermodynamics. Everything ends in chaos. Energy leaks away. Assumption. Earth is isolated, but the disk is an open resonance system constantly drawing energy from ether and central sun. That justifies power plants, meters, scarcity. If you believe energy's finite, you let them tax and control you. Space is empty nothing, unproven. Nature hates vacuum. Everything's filled with ether. The lie blocks free energy from the ether. On Solar Flash Day, reality crashes through the lies. Central sun sends a pulse faster than light. Gravity wobbles. Air gets so charged, things float. Levitation. Experts have no answers because their assumptions break. Late 19th century, universe filled with ether. Maxwell, Tesla knew. Without ether, no waves, no light, no life. It's the software for flat Earth hardware. 1887, Michelson-Morley experiment. No Earth motion measurable. Proof. Ether exists. Earth stands still. Disaster for globe model. Either admit flat Earth or ditch ether. Einstein arrives, explains ether away, makes space vacuum, invents space-time. Stealing the ether was prerequisite for globe credibility. And financially, Tesla knew energy could be tapped from ether. No ether, no free energy. Humanity hooked on wires, meters, fossils. Ether is primal substance, superconductive, dense, carries 888 info of creation. On Flash Day, it ionizes, becomes visible, sky opalescent. Einstein's equations fail. Empty space suddenly resists. You're swimming in an energy sea, not vacuum. Big bang, singularity, infinite density, explodes. Logic snaps. Expansion needs space already, like balloon with no air. Goal. Stop you asking what's outside. Expansion makes you lonely, pointless, tiny. 666, matrix goal. Explosion never makes order, only mess. Flat Earth is electromagnetic design, not accident. Continents, star paths timed perfectly. Background hum is ether wave, not bang echo. Galaxies, receding, optical effect in the dome. On Flash, stars are local lights. Gravity, Mass attracts mass. Lazarus physics, density and electrostatics. Rock falls because denser than air. Helium rises because lighter. No magic gravity. Earth has negative field, air positive. 10 volts per meter gradient gives direction. Mountains don't pull pendulums sideways. Only magnetism, electrostatics moves. Elite uses it for UFOs. Gravity anchors globe lie. On flash, field flips, levitation real. Quantum, particle fixed only when observed. True, but Elite says all random. In holo movement, boom, ether responds to consciousness. Worlds interactive, not chance. Multiverse is distraction from ice wall edge. Action at a distance. Ether, non-locality. Quantum made complicated to create priest class. On flash, wave overrides matrix. Reality hyperreal. 888 wins. Holo movement, no empty space. Atoms are whirlpools in ether flow. Implicit order equals 888 code. Elite jams it with chemtrails, 5G. Time layered, not linear. System resets on deviation. On flash, world liquefies, glows, separation dissolves. Consciousness, not brain byproduct, ether receiver. Pineal gland antenna, fluoride calcifies it. Elite blocks direct info. Superconducting state and pure intuition. Critical mass, knowledge explodes. On flash, direct download, flat earth mechanics, life purpose, human history. On time's shore, 666, night behind us. Crisis was dying software's last breath. On day X, silence breaks, magnetic pulse, like divine drum. Lies crumble to light, not world end, but world beginning. The comforter Yeshua spoke of is coming back, not as some bearded guy on a cloud, but as a frequency wave, 888 hertz, retuning every cell. You'll feel it in your bones before you see it. No rapture, no judgment day, just awakening. The matrix glitches, then dissolves. People who clung to the globe, to gravity, to scarcity, they'll panic. But those who listened will walk on water, literally, because the field's flipped. Levitation isn't magic, it's physics they hid. The ether floods back in, like a dam breaking, and suddenly, every lie they told you about space, about energy, about who you are, turns to ash. So yeah, the science of today, it's not broken, it's weaponized, built to keep you small, scared, dependent. But the hardware underneath, the flat disk, the dome, the central sun, it's still there, waiting. And when the flash hits, you won't need their telescopes or their equations. You'll just know. Like waking up from a dream you didn't even realize you were in. That's it. That's the truth they burn books for. That's why Epstein's Island wasn't about sex. It was about control. That's why they laugh at flat Earth. Because if you see the edge, you see the cage. And once you see the cage,